Okay, so I stopped it because I have a lot of space in it. We did a group yesterday, and had our young people in it that grew up with us. That's all we had. It was Salandra. It was Salandra is you can't put it in. It was Eric, David. Um, who else was with them? With my kids. You got Shatima and Shatanya, and you got Crystal and Yasmin. Boy, I wonder if I could I wonder if I would hit them up, would they come on? I was trying to get Brittany in it. I don't know, for some reason my heart is going out to her for some reason. I don't know, but yeah, it don't look like she put too much big. I guess she did. So, so I was thinking a little bit about what went down in reference to her.
It's 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. So I was just thinking on you know, on what they was talking about. And there was an incident, I think I had spoke about it already, in reference to Michelle and what had happened. And you know, they was talking about hurt and stuff, and I was like, yeah, you hurt. And she was like, no, I'm not hurt. I'm over it. Yeah, you may be over it. No, you're not over it. Because when you get over something, you know you over it, and everybody else know you over it. But you know what? Here's the thing about hurt. This is how people know when you are over a hurt. It no longer reflects. It no longer reflects on your. Let me throw this in there. It no longer takes control of your thoughts and your thought pattern. And secondly, it no longer reflects on your actions. People won't look at you. Everything you do will not reflect that hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking from experience because I have been church hurt. That's what it's called, church hurt. I've been church hurt quite a few times. Some of it because of me. I'll say 98% because of me. And the other 2% was because of them. Because see, let me explain something about church hurt. People hurt you based on their lack of ability to understand. Number one. Number two, people hurt you could be because of jealousy, envy, or intimidation. Okay? Now you got to understand the difference between somebody intimidating you and somebody manipulating you. When somebody manipulates you, I ain't going by no dictionary or nothing like that. This is my opinion on the word manipulate and my feelings towards it. When people manipulate you, they be nice to you. They may even admire you, or they may even talk good of you. But inside of that is manipulation. And manipulation comes when someone is less sure of themselves. Now, this is just me talking. This ain't no dictionary or nothing. You know, I'm not repeating what somebody said. This is my opinion, my thoughts, and my feelings, as well as my experience with manipulation. Not me being a manipulator. But, and I guess I am. And I'll explain to you how my manipulation is different from somebody that's trying to hurt you, manipulating you. And manipulation is around people that only want things done for them. And they may not want to do it. They may be scared to do it. They may not know how to do it. So you have all the skills. You have all the abilities. You got the looks. And there you go. They manipulating you to do it. And then when you do it, here come the hurt. Because after you do it, they don't want to be bothered with you no more. They kick you to the curb. They go affiliate with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no thoughts about you no more because they done manipulated you. That's all they wanted you for. A duff, designated ugly friend, designated fat friend. You know what I'm saying? Designated stupid friend. Whichever way which duff can be anything you want it to be. That second letter can be whatever. Mine's is DUF. That's designated ugly friend. Now there's a movie that is called Duff, DUFF. That's designated, I think, designated ugly fat friend. It could be D, not even ugly, it's fat. I put the ugly in there. So it could be DFF. No, it's DUFF. We're gonna do it right now. Duff movie. Yes, DUFF, which is considered. Let me see if they got the like the. I thought they was gonna have the meaning of it. They grossed in 10.8 million. Well, no, they grossed 34 million in the United States and Canada, 9.7 million in other territories, for a worldwide total of 43.5 million, against a budget of 8.5 million. They put up 8.5 million for the movie, and they got almost double, more than double, 8, 16, 24, more than even triple, because 24 million would have been the triple digits for the 8.5. They got 43.5 million for that. I'm trying to see. Designated, yeah, ugly, isn't it? Designated ugly fat friend. So DUFF is designated ugly fat friend. So if you used to hang around with people, or people will keep you amongst them, and you had any of these qualities, if you was ugly and you was fat, if you was ugly and you was skinny, if you was ugly and you was stupid, if you was ugly and a gopher, that's what those, you can change it. Mine was DU. I could put S there, designated ugly skinny friend. That's it. I had the brains, but I wasn't in they clique because of my brains. I was in they clique because I was ugly, and they had somebody that will outstand them and make people want to come to me to talk to me about them and to get dates with them, just like this movie was. So, with that being said, so now, so I was telling her that you still hurt. Yeah, I'm over it. Okay. You may think you over it, but you're not. Because the same thing was with me. But I never said I was over it. My favorite words were, I'm alright. Now I say, it's okay. It's okay. That's what I say now. Because I'm spiritual, I'm saved, I leave everything in God's hand. I don't let things hit my heart. I don't let things go to my heart. I don't dwell on things too long. I don't think about things too long, so it won't get to my heart. Because then once it gets to my heart, it's going to affect my soul. And then I'm going to start acting indifferent with people. So, now, I was asked to, they having a survey. Now this question, I know 13 minutes I was talking about someone else. Now that's enough for that person. Now I want to, I want to go into your thoughts on this matter. What do y'all think? Okay, now I'm just gonna be point blank with who it is and why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling in reference to the situation that's gonna take place. And y'all let me know whether I'm right or wrong. Okay. I was asked by my by my pastor to bring something. Would I mind bringing something to put in some bags? Now, the bags that she's talking about is in reference to a service that's going to be Sunday for our bishop, his birthday service, right? And they are giving him a service. They asked me to preach on this service, on this day. And, upon asking me, will you bring something to put in the bags? Now, normally, I don't. Before I got elevated in God, not so much as what they doing for me and all that stuff, it's God elevation. And when God does something, not that I'm trying to repay him, because you can never repay God. But Like my eyebrows look kind of funny, right? But please God, never. Sometimes I get these things right, and sometimes I don't. So, not that I'm trying to repay God or whatever, but he's always, you know. Why was I saying that? I'm sorry. Let me put this disclaimer. I have diagnosed myself with ADHD, and I may get to rambling at times and forget what I'm really talking about, like right now. So, doctor didn't diagnose me. I diagnosed myself. So sometime I may be here, and the next thing you know, I may be over here, and I may be around the corner somewhere, and you may be like, what is she talking about? But you'll get my point eventually. So now, let me just keep going. So they asked me to bring the word, right? So now, once she asked me about putting some in the bag, that's what I was talking about. Normally I do. Normally I don't, meaning that if they ask me, I'd be like, no. Sometimes they don't even ask me. That's the thing. They had gotten to the point where they wouldn't even ask me. They would ask. It had gotten to the point where they wouldn't ask me individually. Because when they would ask me, they never asked me. Let me get it together. They never asked me individually. They would ask from the pulpit. They want everybody, if they can, to bring whatever they can, put it in the bags and stuff like that. Sometimes they would have a specific person doing it, and that was a friend of mine that I talked to. And that was Kershaw, she would call me and she would ask me, and then I'm able to tell her how I feel. Now, I know she'll go back and tell them, but personally, whatever I say, I have no problem with anybody repeating it, because I ain't going to tell you no lie. Well, when you approach me, I'm talking about, no, I didn't say that. No, whatever I say, if you feel like you want to repeat it and come back to me, I'm going to say I said it. Okay. That's the holy boldness that I got. So, that being said, so they never really asked me. So my pastor texted me, and I told her, okay, I don't know what I'm bringing, but I will bring something. Okay. So day before yesterday, whatever it was, I picked the kids up from school. We stopped at Family Dollar. I went there to get some Post-it note. Of all the places that always have everything in the world, they ain't had no Post-it note. So I'm passing by a candy section, for Halloween. And they had a big bag with a bag with a whole lot of candy in it. I think it was 135 pieces. That bag cost $10. I didn't know till I got to the register. And you know me, I turned, once I done paid for it and everything, I came back to the area to see if the price was there. They ain't had no price on it. And you always learn, being a cashier, working in retail, you learn that there's reasons why they don't put prices on. Because half the time when you go up to a cashier and they ring it up, you wind up buying it anyway. Unless you take notice of your total that comes up to $50, and you be like, what? I only bought 4 pieces. And then you find out one piece is like $30-something. And then you be like, oh no, I don't want that. But when you go and get it, you don't see the price, so you put it in your cart. So that's what happened. So now I passed the candy. The aisle that I went in, that was the first aisle I went in before I went in the aisle for the Post-it notes. So I went in the aisle, saw the candy, got the candy, right? Because as I said, I didn't know what I was going to get. So once I walked in there and saw the candy, I said, oh, okay, I can get a bag of candy. That should do good. So I went to the aisle. In the same aisle that I was, they had some little bit of school supplies, but they didn't have no Post-it notes. Then I went to another aisle that had, hair products and bath products, and I saw a man that worked there. So I asked him, And he was looking, no Post-it note. So I said, oh man. And I was saying to myself, I came in here for some Post-it note. I ain't coming here for no candy. But now, right now, I'm thinking that's why God sent me in the store to get the candy, right? Because yesterday I had money, and yesterday I could have easily went to Family Dollar and if they had the Post-it note, buy it. But that just goes to show God leads my life in little aspects like that, because he sent me there at that particular time to get that candy, because maybe I would have forgot about it and I wouldn't have thought about it no more until the Sunday or until the Friday. It probably would have been Sunday, because she wouldn't have asked me nothing no more, because she would have just thought that I decided I wasn't going to get it. And the devil is so good in trying to make God's people liars, right? So I would have been a stone liar. Even if I'd have came to her and told her, oh, I totally forgot. It would have been looking like, yeah, right. This is something you do all the time. So you all of a sudden going to remember to bring some candy when you don't do that? So, okay. Got that out, and God being glorified. That was God to let me go get that candy at that particular time. So now, and I ain't remember no more. Now that I'm thinking about it, I ain't remember no more till right now I'm talking about it to you guys. So, and this is Friday. And I think I got the candy Tuesday. All right. So now I got a text last night that something, she forgot all this stuff. I need to get a calendar and put people's name on it and all that. So I'm like, what? Then she said something about asking if you can give $100. If you can't, then give what you can. I said, $100. I text back and I said, what did I say? I don't want to go inside my thing. Something about no disrespect or something. What did I say? I didn't even say I don't have it. I was like, no, I got to go in there. I got to go to my text and see what I